What's up, you guys? Okay. I was just telling these girls how excited I am for this group because the past couple years have been a little bit hectic. And I'm recreating this group that I did when I was a baby coach with Beachbody. We did this fall frenzy group, and it was so like it had so much magic and stuff. And then hopefully I'm not like getting my expectations all like too high and like or just like romancing what was like back then. But I really think that the energy from that group, we're going to try to transfer it to this group, because I think we all need it. And so I wanted to have Katie and Megan come on here because they're going to be Katie, Megan, and I are going to be like your leaders in this group. But it is your group, so you guys, your participation, you showing up is like what's going to like make the magic happen. Like we can't do it for you. It's really going to be about you guys showing up, which is why when you have money on the line, all of a sudden everyone starts showing up differently. Like I was telling Katie the other day, I was like, we can make them do anything. Like we could we get like people will do whatever. Like we can have them do all the things. Like it's gonna be awesome because usually we're like, oh, we don't want to like overwhelm them, but like we're gonna overwhelm you because this is the pot is already up to over $200. So like you're gonna have to do a lot of things to win that money. But I promise you, all the things we're gonna have you do are gonna be to your benefit. You're going to feel better afterwards. And even if you don't win the money, like you're gonna feel like 1,000 times better, and it's gonna build that momentum going into the holidays. So I want to talk to first to Megan because she actually did win the money and she had really, really good results. And so Megan, will you introduce yourself? Tell everybody like about maybe the fall frenzy back then, if you remember it. And then just kind of a little bit about you.
Okay. Hi, I'm Megan. I have done Beachbody for a long time. And then I started Alicia's groups in 2020, and sort of my introduction to the body groups or was Fall Frenzy. And it was a little bit longer back then. Um, I think it was a lot of work for Alicia probably. Um, but it was really good. It felt really good to show up. I don't think that you get as much participation when you don't have money on the line, when it's not a competition. And so there's a lot of engagement, and I love the energy, and it just like pushes you to do more. And I showed up like consistently, and it felt really good. And I ended up winning, sort of tying with somebody else, but I still got like $200. And that was really cool. And then I kind of carried that over, and I started coaching for a little bit, and then took a break, and I'm coaching again, and I'm excited about it, and I'm so excited for Fall Frenzy. I guess a little bit about me. I live in Salem, Virginia. I have 2 kids and way too many animals, and we homeschool, stay at home mom, homeschool mom. So that, but I'm just really excited for Fall Frenzy. I love the energy.
Me too. And it's like so full circle that you're coming back. And this month is when we're doing like the Fall Frenzy, which is like the group that kind of got your whole journey started. I like love that so much. And a side note, I was telling my kids how you did that Oreo moon phase thing. And I was like, they were like, so I was like, I should do that because Trip's still not in like a preschool yet. So I was like, I should probably just copy what Megan's doing because he needs to learn some stuff. But like the Oreo thing, that was so cute. I love that idea.
But now they want to do Oreos for everything.
Yeah, of course. Like you have to get creative. I'm sure there's other stuff that Oreos could do. Okay, Katie. So you haven't been around for the Fall Frenzy. I feel like but we have had some other groups that have similar energy, like our March Madness group. That was one of the first ones you did as kind of like a coach, like bringing other people with you. So do you want to speak to like introduce yourself, tell people that might not know you, like my girls or Megan's people that might not know who you are, like how you got started coaching, why you're started coaching, why you're excited about Fall Frenzy.
Yeah, so I'm Katie. I have been doing body for a year now. I think this month was a year. So I started as a brand new mom. I had a baby that was a month old, and I was just like desperate for something because I felt terrible after just my pregnancy. I was so tired and I was just like exhausted. And so I had started doing Body with Alicia in August of last year, postpartum journey. And so I started out, and her VOD groups were actually really quiet. And I felt like I was the only one that was showing up. Like, but I knew that I wanted results and I wanted to feel better. And so I was showing up and I was doing the things that, she was telling me to do. And within a month, I felt like a new person just because I was doing all the things. So I kept that momentum going, and decided that I wanted to start coaching because I loved it so much and I wanted to bring it to other people. And so we kept going and we did a few groups and they were a little silent, and we like switched over to Facebook for a little while, and that helped. And then we did our March Madness group and it was so much fun. It was like this fun competition, and everybody was showing up and everybody was doing all the stuff and everybody was participating and cheering each other on. It was like it was so much fun. So I'm so excited for Fall Frenzy because I really feel like it's going to be very similar to that. And it just it gives you a little extra incentive to push yourself a little harder to get the results that you want. And we get so many results in that group. Like everybody was sharing their wins and everybody was like so excited about it. So that was really fun. So I'm so excited to do Fall Frenzy. I haven't done Fall Frenzy before, but I think it's going to be really awesome. Also, I have 3 kids. And I am doing all the things with my newborn, still breastfeeding, trying to get off of that.
Yeah.
So, but I've got results. I know you guys can get them too.
You both have had amazing results. That's the thing, is like this stuff works. And I think just understanding that it's like a process, it's like, it's not just like nothing, like it's not like your health journey isn't linear. And I think for me, when I let go of the idea of weight and like I need to lose weight, which all like feels like there's an end like goal, and I like kind of just started focusing on like health and how I feel, wanting to have energy and not be sore, and like being able to like chase my kids around and be more patient and all those things, like that became more important. And I started to understand that it's not just like I'm never gonna just have all this patience. I need to do things to have patience. I need to like center myself and do meditations and like all of the things I'm never just gonna like get to this health place where I can just eat whatever I want, blah, blah. Like, no, it's like, I feel like garbage when I eat like garbage. So
right. I feel like there was something that you said, like when I first started doing Body with you, and it has like stuck with me forever. Like you've said it, I think it was in like your email that you sent me, and then you've said it time and time again. If you do all the things, you're going to feel better. Weight loss isn't the goal. Weight loss is a side effect of doing all the right things. And when you look at it that way, it makes it easier to put the scale aside and just focus on how you're feeling, because you're going to feel better.
Yeah, exactly. It's like a bonus. Like if you lose weight, you fit into that dress, whatever it is, like that's just like an added bonus. And I think by the time you get there, that's not even going to be the thing that is the most important to you anymore. You're going to be excited that you wake up and you're not exhausted and you feel good and all those things for sure. So I'm super excited. I'll introduce myself a little bit just in case any of you guys don't know me. First of all, like welcome to Fall Frenzy group. I hope you're getting excited. And we're so glad, obviously, that you're doing this with us. I have 4 kids now, which is just crazy to me. But like we were just talking about, like I've been on my health journey for years, I can't even believe I have 4 kids. Sometimes it's just crazy when I like say it out loud. Which actually is perfect because the theme for this group is Fall Frenzy, and it's like a freaking frenzy here. My life is pretty much chaos all the time. But it's beautiful. It's like a beautiful chaos. But I still have bad days. Like I'm not gonna like, and Katie, I know you do too. Like we're not here to like show you this picture of like, if you do all the things, your life is gonna get perfect. Like life is still life. It's going to be hard. Your kids are still going to drive you crazy. You're still going to probably fight with your husband about stupid, dumb shit. But overall, like when I think about it on like a larger scale, if I like float out of my body and I'm like looking at my life, like I'm a completely different person for one, but I am so much happier than I ever was before I started all this. And like we were just talking about, it has nothing to do with the weight, because I'm like the heaviest I've ever been. Like I've been skinny and tiny before, but I've never been this happy or content, or not even like happy. I think happy is kind of happiness is fleeting and it comes and goes, but like content, or just like having like a inner like understanding or peace that like I know it's all going to work out, even if I feel stressed in the moment or I feel sad in the moment or whatever. Like I also know that it's all going to be okay. Like it's all going to work out. And that like that feeling and that comfort is because of the things that I started doing in these groups. And so you probably signed up maybe because you're like, oh yeah, I want to do these home workouts, or yeah, I need to like get my nutrition on track. But this group and what we focus on isn't just fitness or nutrition. We also are going to like dive in pretty heavily this month into like mindset, which I'm really excited about, because that's like actually what's going to change your whole life. And so for me, when I joined Body back in January of 2020, I joined. We had like just moved to Virginia, and it was a complete shock to my whole system. Like Trip was a brand new baby, so I had 3 kids. I missed my mom, I missed my friends, and I like honestly just when I look back on it, it's like I don't even know how I was functioning. I was definitely in postpartum depression, and I had contemplated like leaving my kids, like just leaving. I just didn't want to be there anymore. I wanted to like not be a mom anymore. I just wanted to like literally get in my car and drive away. And even like having that thought led to all the, guilt and all that, like, all the shit that we put on ourselves. And that having those thoughts started to really scare me. And I was like, I have to do something. Like, I can't do this alone. And I've struggled with all the things my whole life, like just inside here. When I say like struggle, I mean like in my mind, I've always been like, an overly emotional person, overthinking things, and I've struggled with self-love. And so that's kind of one of the things I wanted to talk to you about in the next video. I'm going to go over some things we're going to do in this group that might make you uncomfortable. But like when I first joined Beachbody, like I said, I was like in my 3rd postpartum weight loss journey. And I can remember like I would still shower with the lights off. I felt I hated being naked around Scott, or even myself. Like I didn't want to be naked around myself. I would like wash my hands. I've shared this before. Like I would be washing my hands and I couldn't look at myself in the mirror. I would like look at, especially in a public bathroom, I'd be like washing my hands and I'd be like watching other people. I was like, it's so cool that they can like look at themselves and like fix their hair in the mirror. And I like wouldn't even look at myself. And it's just like, that is so like now I'm like, wow, that was like really, I feel really sad for like the old me. And so if you're there, if that's where you're at with your self-love, I just want you to know that like it gets better, but you do have to put in the work and you have to like do some stuff that's going to like be uncomfortable. And so, yeah, like anyway, I'm gonna move on from that, but just a little bit more about myself so you guys can like kind of understand where I'm coming from too. I've had a binge eating disorder since I was 16. I had some traumatic things happen to me when I was 18, and I started using drugs and alcohol to like hide all my feelings. And by the time I was, I think 24, 25, I think I was 24. It was in 2010. I was in I like checked myself into a drug and like a rehab. I went to rehab. They tried to make me go to rehab and I did. I totally went. But I'm in recovery now and I'm celebrating. I'll be 12 years sober this November and super grateful. My kids have never ever seen me drunk or high because it's not fun. Like I'm not the fun drunk or high. So, but anyway, the whole point of me telling you all of that shit is because I could not get sober on my own. Like I had to go to meetings. I had to get a therapist. I had to like really plug into a community of people who were also on the same journey. And so when I started this journey with my health 4 years ago, I realized the same thing. Like I couldn't do it on my own either. And I didn't want to, like, I didn't want to just get skinny. I wanted to figure out like how to be able to look at myself in the mirror when I washed my hands and be naked around my husband and be naked around myself without hating myself. And so I needed a group and I needed a community of women to do that. And so that's how this whole thing got started. I started creating my own groups, creating my own community. And so if you're here, like, I don't know why you're here. Maybe you just want to lose a little bit of weight. You're like, my mindset's fine. That's great. But I really don't believe in coincidences. I think if you're here, you're probably here for a reason. And I think Katie, Megan, and I are all really excited to figure out whatever that reason is and like to go down that journey with you. And I think discover, what it is that you're here for, because you might say it's the weight loss, but I guarantee it's so much bigger than that. And so I'm forever grateful to Beachbody, which is now Body, because I really think we do have like the whole package. I think we have a total solution. Like Katie and I, like we sit here and we have fun. Like this group is going to be fun. And we talk about like money and it's like competitive, but like, I really believe in my heart, we are changing lives and we have like the tools to help you change your life if you want to, you know what I mean? Like we're not here to force you to do anything. But of course, because of the cash, we're gonna be able to like kind of force you to do a lot more things this month, which I'm super excited about. But it's really just about putting in a little bit of work to not just get skinny, but to like actually change your life. And this time next year, you could feel and like look like a completely different person. I don't mean look like your body looks like it, but like just your energy. Like when you walk into a room, people will notice like that you're doing something different, even if you haven't lost weight. Like I promise you that. I have customers, clients that tell me that all the time. They're like, oh my God, people, like my coworkers are like, why are you so positive all the time right now? Like, like people start to notice when your energy is different. Hi, Trey. So listen, even if you're skeptical right now, or you're still rolling your eyes, I'm sure you are, because like if you're one of my people or if you're one of Katie's people, like we're both like that. All this like checking in and woo-foo, mindset crap, like I didn't buy into it either, but I was like in a place where I had to do something and I was like willing to do whatever just so I could feel better. And so if you just hang in there with us and trust the process, like I know that you're going to be so grateful that you did, because it really does work. So again, we're super excited that you're going to be here. I'm going to, in the next video, I'm going to go over kind of like the theme, more logistic stuff, like what you can expect and how you're going to earn points, how to check in and all that stuff. So like for today, we just wanted to introduce ourselves, and I know I'm like long-winded, but I think that's it. So we'll just say goodbye now. And Katie, if you have anything else to say, but we're super excited.
The only thing is like, we know life gets overwhelming. Like we have multiple kids, we're doing lots of things, we're busy, they're in sports, we're running and stuff, constantly. And I will say that doing all of the things here that I do with Body, learning the mindset stuff, doing all that stuff, it makes it so much more manageable, because you're like, can take a minute and breathe and figure it out, instead of just feeling like you're swimming in a hole and there's no out. Like it just makes it more manageable. So that is something that really helped me to keep going, because I really felt like I could manage my life when I was implementing all of these things that I was doing daily. It gave me the energy, it gave me the mental power to be able to push through, and know that there is an end. There's a light at the end of the tunnel, so that was really, really helpful in momhood and in life in general. So we will share all the things with you guys.
Yay. That was so smart.
Yay.
You're
I'm
so
excited.
smart. I'm so proud of you. That's such a good way to put it, because life's going to happen, but we're going to help you figure out how to deal with it, so
Right. Yeah.
I love that. All right, you guys, we will see you soon. Bye.
Bye.